Well, there is a car show coming up, the Stay Gold Custom Car Show. We have got best paint 2 years in a row, so we're going for 3. We'll see. I highly doubt it. There's a lot of nice paint jobs out there. Anyways, I was dealing with a water pump gasket issue, had a little drippy drip going on, and this happened. Absolute tragedy. But I was sad about it for a little bit, but I know a way I can fix it. So I've never done this before, and neither have you, which is why you're here. So let's see if we can figure this out together. All right, so here's what I'm thinking, guys. On the emblem itself, the ornament, I'm gonna drill a hole in the bottom in the dead center. And then on this side, I'm gonna drill a hole in the dead center as well. And I'm gonna cut a little piece of welding wire and stick it in the hole, make sure it's lined up perfect, and then slide the welding wire out, cover it in panel bond this side, panel bond this side, and it should be good to go. But I've got a little bit of an idea for some added strength on this too once the panel bond cures, but we'll get to that. Okay, so I've decided against welding wire. We do have room for a wood nail, and just to give it some extra grit, I'm gonna sand down all sides of it with 80 grit. But I'm gonna start by drilling a hole in this side, covering this with panel bond, hammering that down into it, and then I'll be cutting off the top of the nail at however depth I think is reasonable, and then doing the same on the top side. So the nail is actually going to give us our strength, because panel bond won't give us that much strength, but with a nail, I mean, you'll be able to, it'll be stronger than the pot metal that this is made of as it is now. So first I gotta mask off my hood though. I don't want any hot metal messing with my beautiful paint job. So let's do it. Okay, so I've got my holes drilled and my nail fits kind of loosely in there, but that's fine. It'll just give more room for the panel bond to work its magic. I'm just gonna mark off how deep it is so I know how much to leave on. So once I cut that, I'm just gonna keep cutting this until this slides down until it just covers that permanent marker line that I just made there. There it is. Just covering the line. Perfect. Alright, we're going for precise panel bonding now. So I got my nail head all scuffed up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out the tip on the panel bond and get a little bead going that's just going to sit right here. These mixing tips are expensive too, so this is probably the smallest amount of panel bond I've ever wasted a mixing tip on, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying a new emblem. Because these emblems, someone commented they found one on a great deal, 140 bucks US. Well, this repair should cost me about $3. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna go gloveless. I need more precision. So here's my applicator, a tiny little flathead screwdriver. And we're gonna make sure we get panel bond all up in there. Well, panel bond has an overnight cure time, but if you hit it with a heat gun, it cures in about 10 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do because I am impatient. So after this happened to my beautiful Monte Carlo, I threw a post up on Facebook and I had a lot of support from a lot of people.
Except for one person.
Or perhaps he was just laughing because it said, sometimes we do great things with our cars and sometimes we make big stupids. That's probably what it was, actually. Well, I was right about to wrap up for tonight, but you know what? If it's doing that, it's cured enough for round 2. So we got a little black line here that you can see. So that is where the panel bond is showing. The panel bond is super strong stuff. Also, it's getting the strength from the rod in there. But I have an idea to make that a little bit less noticeable. So I'm going to start by grinding it out with this teeny weeny 1/4 inch carbide bit. Put a little V in there, and then I got something to fill it up. Okay, let's get in real close. You see how there's a little well cut in there? Have a look from the side. A little well cut in there in the back. And then we got a little well cut in there in the front. It's a little bit V'd out. And from this close you can really see how the chrome stretched out before it snapped. Okay, so I cut myself a satisfying little slice of JB Weld high heat. Why high heat? No other reason than that's what I have, and it's gray. This stuff's great. You just knead it with your fingers until it's all one uniform color. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull off a little piece and then just roll it into a little noodle, squish it in there, press it in, and then that's it. It's gray, so you'll be able to see it less than the black panel bond, and it'll give a little bit extra strength too, because this stuff is rock solid. The only thing that's really annoying is this stuff sticks to your fingers as much as it sticks to your job. I do have a solution for that, so I'm just going to go ahead and load it up and then do a little sculpting. So I've got some clean gun wash here. Just gonna go ahead and dip my finger in there and then wipe off any extra that I don't need. If you guys don't have gun wash, just use paint thinner. I'm gonna get a little scraper in there to get a bit more precise. A little gun wash or a little solvent also helps smooth it out. And that's it. That is a wrap for this quick little episode. As always, hit that like button if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you learned anything. I know I learned something. I didn't know that that would be repairable. That idea of making the rod go through the middle popped into my head. Honestly, probably it's now, I don't know, at a guess, 50 times stronger than factory. But I saved it. I saved it and I saved myself like $140 US, which Canadian, that's like, I don't know, 700 or something like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.